Hey Sci-Fi Valley Con family, this is Samurai Jill here with Rob Wiethoff, best known as John Marston from the Red Dead Redemption games. We're so happy you were able to join us this weekend. Are you having a good time so far?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing. This is, honestly, it's one that I thought, I've never heard of Altoona, Pennsylvania. I don't know, this has been one of the better conventions I've been to, and that's no kidding. I've enjoyed every second of it. It's been full of awesome people. I mean, they all are, right? But I mean, just one after another since I've been here, and it's been amazing. So, really happy to be here.
So, John Marston is such an incredible character, and you got to play him twice.
Yeah.
You know, the way the first game ends, it doesn't leave room open for a sequel for John. So, what was your reaction when you found out there was going to be a prequel and you'd get to play him again?
Well, so I guess I should say that when we finished Red Dead Redemption, I didn't know they were going to do Undead Nightmare. So that was a very pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed that. And then I thought, okay, of course I couldn't ask for more, but I thought they can't give any more either now, right? Like even if they wanted to. But then somehow it worked out, and I really could not be happier. I don't know how to really express my gratitude. I know that it's a very unique situation. I don't think anybody else has had this kind of an opportunity, and especially with such an amazing company. You know, it's I'm very fortunate, and I really appreciate it. So,
was it challenging at all to have to play a younger version of the character?
Yeah, I mean, it was different, but I think what made it easier for me was that my sister, I've got a sister who's 3 years older than me, so when she was a senior in high school, I was a freshman, and in a way I got into high school not getting, as a freshman, seniors always kind of pick on freshmen, and I was lucky that I had kind of a built-in safety barrier, I guess, through my sister, but I definitely, I wanted to hang out with them. I thought, no, we're cool, we're friends. And I learned that, no, just because your sister's cool doesn't mean that you're cool. And so I related to that. I really, because I feel like John in Red Dead 2 really wanted to get the same kind of respect that he saw Arthur get. And he didn't deserve it for one, but he just didn't know how to get it, and he was frustrated, and he was, and I think that I related to that because of my freshman year of high school.
So, I mean, we learned so much more about the man, how he became the man he is in the first game from the second one. Is there a character or maybe an event that you think had that influence on him that helped him have that character growth and become the man he is?
Yeah, I think there's no way that John would be who he is in Red Dead Redemption without the interactions that he had with Arthur in Red Dead Redemption 2. No way. And I don't know.
Speaking of Arthur, what?
I was going to try and be quick on my toes and say something clever, and then I couldn't. But I think you got it under control.
That could not have been timed better.
Sorry. Yeah, there's just no way. It is.
His ears were ringing. He heard us talking about him. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Arthur Morgan made John Marston who he became. No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
And then I think that like all of us, I guess maybe you don't recognize this as a younger person if you're watching this, but me now, I'm 47. I'm married. I have 2 kids. And because of my wife and my kids, for the first time in my life, honestly, feel like I have a purpose. And I've really enjoyed being a husband and a father. I also really enjoyed my life before that. I've been very fortunate and had great experiences. But I think that John didn't know what his purpose was. He wanted something so bad. He thought that if he got respect, then he would be happy. I think he never really got what he was shooting for there. But then he did find, a sense of purpose, which was to be a husband and a father. And so
he found his redemption through his son, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. And I think that because Arthur was looking for his own redemption, he was able to get it through hoping that John would get it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it all works together. But without Arthur, John's still just barking up the wrong tree. You know what I mean?
So if you could pick any other character from the Red Dead games to get their own game, to tell their story, who would you pick?
Oh, wow. You might be dressed as her right now. I mean, I think that a lot of people would love to see a Sadie Adler.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her backstory, where she ended up after Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
She's a really interesting character. I'm glad you said that.
Well, yeah.
Not just because I'm dressed as her.
Yeah, no, but I think a lot of people feel that way. I think Charles Smith would be a great story. I think that Dutch Vanderlyn as a playable character would be a great story. There are so many things that we know about from Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 that we don't know a lot about. It's been things that have been mentioned that we want to know more about.
There's a lot more story to tell, so I hope they continue it. Yes,
I hope they do too. But I think that I mean, they can expand on what we already know, or they can go in a totally different direction because of what they did in Red Dead Redemption 2, developing as many characters as they did, as well as they did. They have options, and I don't know what they'll do, but I'm sure it'll be exciting. Whatever they do.
So one of my favorite parts about Sci-Fi Valley Con is that there's a karaoke after party tonight.
Oh,
what song do you think John Marston would sing for karaoke?
Damn, John Marston. Let's see. I think he likes, what is it called? Oh, My Darling, Clementine. I think he likes that song, but he might have to have a couple beers before he does any kind of karaoke.
I'm right there with you. Yep, that is the song. Oh, that would be good to hear. Yes.
Yeah, well, he sings it, and I think you hear him if you get him drunk. He might sing a little bit of that in Red Dead Redemption 2. But yeah, I love that. I think that's awesome. Karaoke, let's do it.
So for my final question, we have this little Rockstar reunion with you and Roger and the GTA guys. Mm-hmm. If John Marston and Arthur Morgan were up against Franklin Clinton and Michael DeSanta from GTA, who would win?
We all know who would win. We don't talk about things that. Listen, if you don't punch down on people. You don't punch down. You punch if you have to fight. You make sure that at least it's fair. You don't punch down. I'm not going to answer that question. Thank you.
Well, you heard it here from Rob Wiethoff himself. Thank you so much for your time. Everyone, come meet Rob this evening and tomorrow at Sci-Fi Valley Con.